Good morning. My name is Onome Hambrosi Kekwa. As part of the requirement for competitive marketing module headed by Dr. Neil Richardson, I present to you the environmental audit I conducted in regards to Samsung market in UK and the smartphone industry in United Kingdom. In this short video, I will be discussing and talking about micro and macro environments of Samsung UK. And part of my processes of this finding, I used Porter 5FOSS, 5M, PESTUL, and SWOT analysis to evaluate my findings. In the area of competitive rivalry, Samsung still stood a very good. I mean, they're in a very good position to say, because in the third quarter of 2017, their sales grew by 3%, and Apple as well had a major share in that 3%, and other mobile phone companies as well had a major share in that 3%. But Apple and Samsung still took the top position when it comes to sales during this particular period. When it comes to suppliers' power, Samsung has an edge, because based on the size of the company, it's very hard for any suppliers to have that kind of bargaining power with Samsung. And when it comes to the area of buyers' power, based on the kind of information that consumers have access to nowadays, we find that consumers have access to a lot of information when it comes to the kind of tariff and the kind of offer that is out there from different vendors. So this gave them an edge for consumers to have that kind of buying power over Samsung smartphones. And when it comes to the threat of new entries, there's been a lot of new entries for the past 5 years, but they still don't start a threat to Samsung and Apple based on the kind of market share they're having in the United Kingdom. And to establish such huge company as Samsung is going to be a huge task for any brand to do. And further, I also use 5MS framework when it comes to the main aspect, money, material. Samsung has been operating in UK for the past 40 years, and there's been a lot of good things that they've done when it comes to staffing, and the workforce comprised best talent from South Korea and United Kingdom. When it comes to the money aspect, Samsung is investing hugely into LTE network, and part of their investment is the Europe Network Operations, which is based in Chatsey in UK, which is the headquarters for European division. When it comes to material, Samsung suppliers in and out of United Kingdom, they supply different things like components and equipment as well. And part of the strategy for Samsung to be able to choose their suppliers is for them to carry out an assessment around this area. And when it comes to machine, Samsung in Billingham Tyneside will be closing in April 2018, and this is due to the price competition in UK at the moment when it comes to computer monitor and microwaves. So they are closing down that plant, and they are trying to move into international market, which is the Eastern European, for them to be able to produce their own product as well, to be able to meet up with that market price. And when it comes to market, Samsung is making a huge profit in United Kingdom at the moment. They've landed a deal worth 210 million from UK government to supply the emergency crew 250,000 4 gig mobile phone. And when it comes to micro aspect, political factor, Brexit has added a lot to Samsung problems and their market share in the United Kingdom. So that is giving them a lot of problem at the moment. And when it comes to the area of technology, they are creating a huge impact as well when it comes to the virtual reality devices and the 360-degree video and the wireless charging system. And when it comes to the legal part of things, smartphones patents is one of the major things that Samsung is really fighting with Apple, and that has been going on for the past 8 years. And in this area, there's been a lot of billion of damages in this area as well. So thank you for your time. And to conclude my discussion, based on my analysis and evaluation, Samsung UK market is growing, and there's been a lot of competition as well from other brands. And based on all my analysis, I get to know that the consumer behavior as well is also changing in the United Kingdom when it comes to the way people use smartphone. There's been a lot of introduction to the market, which is about 5-inch mobile phone introduced by Samsung in 2016. So Apple now has their own version as well, and this has created a market for phablets, which people are now more into, and they are now using it for different difficult tasks in their daily use. So this is my conclusion for my video, and I thank you. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.